Hey, what's going on there, YouTube?
What's up, everybody?
This is SCL0320.
It's Joe Johnson 030.
We are back, everybody. Gotham is back. Can y'all believe it? The Bat is back, y'all. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit. So me and Joe, we've been like on the binge of the whole Daredevil series on Netflix. Go and check that out. I'm gonna try to make a playlist of it so y'all can watch sequentially back to back. Us slowly disintegrate on our energy levels and our mentality, but then our enjoyment of it. This dude's a trooper. Like, I tallied it up to be in about 14.5 hours, including recordings for each one of them. And that was a huge undertaking. Like, it was something we had set in motion, but it was a huge undertaking. Today, honestly, for me, like, I worked a huge shift today and came back and was doing some taxes and doing some other stuff. I just came back from the gym, so I'm super exhausted. But for y'all, I was like, I got to do this Gotham review because it was actually a really good episode. And to have Gotham back, I was like, this is the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, the name of the episode is Beasts of Prey. It is episode 19, so we only got 2 more episodes left. Gordon and Bullock inspect a cold case involving a serial killer who targets women in Gotham City. Meanwhile, Fish plots her escape potentially from the Dollmaker, and Bruce and Selina confront somebody that hurt Alfred. So the episode was actually really serious, y'all. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on, but it started off on the island where Fish Mooney was at, and she's a devious. She is a trip. I think that we're not even gonna concentrate on the spoilers this episode because I feel like the things that happen in this one, like, you have to watch it. I don't want to just sit there and go and dissect it and explain it to y'all, because the way that she weaves and does stuff, like, there's a point where she's deciding, like, maybe I want to try to get out of here, you know, and she's kind of plotting her way, but she's bordering the lines. She knows just how far she can push it, but keep herself alive. But at the same time, she's going with the expectation that she might not make it out alive at any point. And she does something with the interaction with the Dollmaker, and I was like, this is so questionable. I was like, what is she thinking? And just when you think that she's being foolish, she is being so genius. And like, what she does in this episode is 2 other people, 4 other people, and with the Dollmaker is actually really awesome stuff. It's great acting, but at the same time, it shows, like, man, like, the Penguin has something. He's got his hands full when she gets back, whenever she gets back. But at the same time, Penguin's doing his own thing. Yeah. Did you want to talk about what was going on with Penguin this episode?
I actually don't know necessarily what he's going on. He's plotting to, like, do business. I think it has something to do with him getting alcohol in his bar. But he's plotting, like, some business transaction with this lady. And she, in turn, wants to have him do a favor for her. Pretty much break up her daughter's relationship because she thinks that the guy is bad for her. So, funny thing she would do to get him to do it, because I mean Penguin's just gonna, you know,
he's pure evil.
Torture somebody.
He's pure evil.
And he ends up cutting, like, the dude's finger because he's a guitar player.
It's out there now.
It's out there, man. It's alright.
Yeah. But how he goes about doing it is crazy, because he came up to her, like, all proper, and I was like, she had a tone with him. I was like, I seen the time he would just blow somebody's head. He blew an old lady's head off with a shotgun. This dude
shot at him first.
He killed somebody for their shoes. You know what I'm saying? And she's coming at him with a certain kind of, like, tone. I was like, what is he really planning? Because I was like, he's coming all sincere. He's like, I promise to God I'm gonna do this and do that. I was like, yo, something ain't right about this. And one other thing happens that's so pivotal in this episode is that Bruce and Penguin intersect and they don't know it. Like, Bruce is underneath the grounds and Penguin is up above street level, which is so interesting because they're going to change places later on. It's going to be Penguin eventually is going to be underneath, and Bruce is gonna be, when he comes back, man, he's gonna be taking care of the streets. So it's an interesting trailer how they did that. But it was funny because Penguin kind of stopped for a second. He was like, it was almost like he felt something different in the air. And what Bruce is doing with his crazy self, he's going and trying to investigate his first case, essentially, in my opinion, because he's trying to figure out why Alfred was stabbed by his best friend. And he's trying to go and keep Alfred from doing something. And Alfred, I think he tries to get up at some point, and he like loosens one of the stitches, starts bleeding out. And it's such an interesting moment because 3 things happen in this that I didn't expect for Bruce. One, he enjoys keeping secrets. He has an interaction with Commissioner Gordon, or not Commissioner Gordon, but Gordon. And he's talking to him about like what's really going on. Like, Bruce, like, you need to make sure Alfred doesn't do anything foolish. And he's like, what happened? And like Gordon basically tells him, like, I know what's going on, like, you know. And Bruce just smiles it off, so it shows like a level of like he enjoys having like a duality complex. Like, he enjoys like having mystery with the stuff. But then the other thing that happens is he gets somebody cornered, and he meets up with Catwoman or Selina Kyle, and they're kind of just kind of doing their own thing. They're a good team. They really are a good team. They work well together, and they cornered the person that they've been looking for. But they go through their first interrogation, and the links that happen with it, and what Cat does and what Bruce does, is awesome television, because that's the dynamics of who they're gonna be. It's foreshadowing to who they are, essentially, and I really like that about the story arc. But those are just 3 arcs. Like, there's a 4th one, and that's really the meat of it, because this 4th arc is what's gonna be transported into the next episode, and that's Gordon, Bullock, and who is Ogre. And I'll let Joe explain a little bit of that one, and then I'll piggyback off of it. What were you thinking about, I guess, Gordon's situation?
Gordon's placed in a very scary situation.
Yeah.
To say the least. Just introducing like this new Ogre character, whatever. Like, the thing with him, and you kind of pick up on it early on, like something's off about this guy. Because this random cop, he sends Gordon this case that's been it's kind of been an open-ended case. It hasn't been solved, but at the same time, like, cops have given up on this case, and he slides on this case and is like, "Yo, Gordon, I really look up to you." And he's like, you know, because Gordon got this big promotion, he's actually the president now, and it's like, he's actually making, you know, changes, or trying to make changes. And as many people he can influence, he would want to start making changes in the department. But so this guy kind of butters him up, you know, so to speak, and then gets him to take this case. Little did he know, and little did we know as viewers, like, as you begin to watch, it's like, and there's like this showing like the flashbacks of what happened in the case. It's like, yo, this character's off, and then you see just how severe and like evil this character is, and to say the least, God's serial killer. But and Gordon is placed in a dangerous situation. I think one thing we was thinking about was like, you know, Gordon being a cop and his relationships with, you know, of course, like his women. And he's got this new relationship, so it's like she might be put in harm's way.
Yeah.
In the coming episodes, or someone else. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because the trailer shows something totally different. But you know, like, these trailers are never what you really think at all. Exactly. Neither one of these trailers. This show has a way of always bringing you in thinking, man, there's no way they can kind of top the episodes that we've seen, you know, or even like lowering your expectations at first, and then it just has such an interesting payoff, and then you're like, this is why I love this show, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, with Gordon's decision to try to pursue this case, it's not so much right and wrong anymore. It's about, does he want to continue this path that he's on? Because it's really a path of destruction, honestly. Even though what he's doing is right, at the same time he puts people's lives in harm's way. So in a sense, in my opinion, he borders the line of a vigilante, all honesty. because the things that he's doing and the motives and the things that he has to do, they cross the line in every single aspect of it, like for people's safety and for himself. And so now having this new character that's gonna be played by the guy that was in Heroes, he's gonna put a hurting on Gordon emotionally. I can already feel it. I don't know who he's gonna touch, but I pray it's not Bruce or Alfred, because those are the wrong ones to try to get. I think that they're either gonna be Lee or it's gonna be Barbara. And based on the previews, it looks like it might be Barbara, but I think that's just half of the story. I think it's really just half of the story. But it's funny that the episode name is Beasts of Prey, because Fish is being attacked by something that she kind of claimed that she was afraid of, but she really isn't. It's really the opposite way around. And even though like this character Ogre, like he seems like he's a threat and he probably really is a serial killer, like Gordon has some stuff in him that is untamed. The fact that he would go up to the commissioner and basically say, I'm gonna bury you after I get him, it shows a rage and a beast-like nature that is uncommon for anybody that considers himself to be a hero. And that's what, in my opinion, Batman embodies. He's gonna look up to what everything that Gordon's been doing and has been doing. And that's why they've been friends for years. And so I really like this episode. Even like what like Catwoman did or Selina Kyle did, like it was the same kind of scenario. You're thinking that she's gonna be the prey, but really she does something outside of that. And that's what I really liked about this episode. So I give this episode like maybe a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. What about you as far as a rating?
I give it an 8.
It's out of 8.
I give it an 8.
It's out of 8. Still good.
I'm comparing it to like different episodes, but however, this episode is a good like setup or alley-oop to like something that's just gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And considering they only got like 2 more episodes left, there's no telling. Well, no, 3 more episodes left. There's no telling how it's gonna go. Yeah. And oh wow, somebody got shot. Somebody got shot, and I don't know if or how they're gonna pull through it, considering the situation. And that's a whole nother situation that they didn't even really address in the episode. So we'll see. There's different ramifications of people dying. Somebody died, somebody got shot, and somebody's about to be hunted. And all these situations are gonna end badly. But how they get, I guess, received is gonna be one thing. So it's gonna be great. But anyway, definitely go and check it out. It should be on foxnow.com. It should be on Hulu tomorrow. And we're about to get ready to play some Mortal Kombat, because in about 30 minutes, that digital download, baby, we're going in. Nah, I don't know. I'm about to fall asleep, honestly. I'm tired from working out. But I think I want to at least play 1 round of Mortal Kombat. I don't know if I can keep Joe up long enough to do it. But thanks for y'all for, like I said, watching all those videos. Thank you, Joe, for like sticking in for like 14 and a half hours to 15 hours doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bruh. And as always, this is SCL0320 signing out.
Sean Johnson.
We out, everybody. Peace.